Hi, I'm Shane with the Drum Center of Portsmouth in Portsmouth, New Hampshire. We are on the web at drumcenternh.com. Today we are doing a highly suggested video, which is what would we pick? We've had many people ask us, what's your favorite snare drum? My answer is always, don't ask me this, because what I like today will be different tomorrow or the next day. We have so many awesome snare drums to pick from. It's almost impossible, but we had to narrow it down. So we got the staff together and we said, hey, pick out your favorite drum right now and what you're digging, and that's what we're here to show you. The drum set that we're using today is a Sonor SQ2 vintage maple. We're using the bass drum and the floor tom in that mint green sparkle, which is just killing me under the lights. I love this finish. Sounds great too. Before we kick this thing off, let me just remind you that if you want to buy any of these drums, the links are in the descriptions below so that you can get all the info you need right there. And while you're there, please give us a comment, let us know what you like, and also click that subscribe button so you get notified when we post new videos like this.
For me, this was really easy. I knew I was going to pick a Keplinger. I just had to pick one. Usually my go-to is the 14x7 black iron. We did not have one when we were making this video. So I went through and played a few. This drum right here, the 14x5.5 stainless steel 8-lug, beat all the other ones to me. The feel, the power, the low end, the sensitivity. I mean, there's a reason why Matt Cameron from Pearl Jam uses this drum all the time.
My snare drum pick was the 6.5x14 Dunnett Titanium. This is a most wonderful drum with incredible sensitivity. I find it to be more woodish than a lot of metal drums. A beautiful mid-punch right in the center, brisk and brilliant when you get to the edge. It's lively, but not too lively. There's just no doubt why these drums are absolutely sought after.
My choice was the British Drum Company 14x6.5 Nicko McBrain Signature Edition Talisman snare drum. I've been following British Drum Company for a while. I own one of their kits. I love it. And I was anxious to hear what the Talisman sounded like. It's a relatively new offering from them. It's a steel drum, which I'm a huge fan of. I like the crack, I like the ring, I like how it cuts through the mix. A great drum. I imagine that this would be more versatile than I let on, but it's a ton of fun to play, and the feedback that I get just from playing over it is exactly what I'm looking for in a metal snare drum.
My choice was the Gergo Borlai signature snare drum by Dunnett Drums. And the reasons for that was I thought if I was going to buy one snare drum, it would have to have a lot of features that would work well both in live and studio situations. This thing is feature-packed, 2.3mm hoops, make it easy for tuning, heavy bronze shell which offers a lot of characteristics between a warmth of a wood shell and the crack of a metal shell. Comes with the 42-strand snare wires. Quick release snare strainer. Makes head changes very simple without adjusting your snare settings. Overall, just a great drum that'll work in any situation.
So when I was asked to choose a snare drum for this particular employee staff pick video, it wasn't that hard. I went to Canopus section of the wall first, largely because, you know, we've come to expect nothing but flawless craftsmanship from any drum of theirs. I went with the Mahogany one today. It's an interesting drum. It's kind of a modern take on the Mahogany shell. You have mahogany, you have birch and poplar, plus the maple re-rings, which is really cool. I mean, the result is that dark, full mahogany sound with a bit more articulation and presence. So yeah, I just thought it'd be a cool one to showcase because I've always been a huge fan of these drums.
Despite what my face would tell you, this is Joe's pick. This drum is also one of my personal favorites, so it's very easy for me to see why he would choose this drum. This is the 14x7 Noble & Cooley solid ply Tulip. Tulip is a really interesting wood because it's native to the area that Noble & Cooley resides in, which is Western Massachusetts. It's kind of similar to poplar in a lot of ways, but it's got its own character. It's very fat. It's very airy. It doesn't have a ton of mid-range kind of junk. It's very clean. It's got kind of everything you would want from a wood snare drum, tons of body, warmth, all that good stuff, but very sensitive as well.
I chose the Canopus, the maple drum. It is 8 plies of 5mm maple with a die-cast hoop, which you can't go wrong with. It sounds good. You can tune it up or down, and I even like the color.
So my pick was the Gretsch solid aluminum, 14 by 6.5 with the tube lugs. And really this is just like the perfect aluminum snare drum. It's got the doesn't have die-cast tubes on it. Well, it's really nice and fat, and it's got this very juicy backbeat quality to it, but it's also really tight and controlled. Like, it's very crispy and sensitive at the same time. You can really do anything with this drum. And it just sounds really good.
My snare drum pick was the Noble & Cooley 14 by 8 copper, which I chose because it sounds great, looks great, it's got a really wide range of sound, and it doesn't really play like an 8. It's very sensitive. It's got a great tuning range as well, and it kind of fits well with the style that I play. Yeah.
My choice is the Tama Star Reserve Hammered Brass 14 by 6.5. Now, this is my choice for a couple of reasons. First and foremost, well, it's a collaboration. Tama wasn't offering it in this size, and I pushed them to offer it because I just thought it would be great, and it is. So it has the sensitivity I like, but it also responds when I give it nice big rim shots. It gives me that high-end pop that I like out of a backbeat, and it has the sensitivity that just responds really well. What was your favorite one? Let us know in the comments below. We love to hear from you. And of course, while you're there, please, again, subscribe to our channel so that you get notified when we post new videos like this. And as always, thank you for the support.